Hello, hello, hello. You're all welcome to another session of This is Maggie. It's a wonderful thing to be alive. It's a wonderful thing to be healthy. It's a wonderful thing to see you once again, to be able to come share with you today. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to be here. What's happening at your end? I hope all is well, all is good. The children are fine. You are fine. I hope you're taking it easy. Remember, life doesn't have a duplicate. So we have to take it easy no matter what we're going through, no matter the problems we have. Definitely, there will be challenges. That is life. It's part of life. It's for us to take it easy, take it calmly, and most importantly, allow God take control. I would like you to please share this link, like the video, subscribe, so that whatever time we have a new video, you'll be able to get a notification. I want you to do that. Please do that for me, and God bless you. Well, today, we're going to talk about family affairs. Family affairs, the family, consisting of the parents and the children, perhaps the extended family, but I'm going to concentrate mainly on the parents, because the society is becoming a society that one can't really explain what's going on with children these days. And who is to blame? Of course, the parents. How are you bringing up your child? How are you educating your child? How are you training up your child? How are you training up your girl child? How are you training up your boy child? Because most times people make the mistake and think, oh, it's only the girl that needs to be trained in domestic affairs, in housekeeping and all that. No, I think both sexes have to be trained. Likewise, because your son has to be trained in those things. He's not going to live with you forever. He's going to get married, have his own family. He should be able to help his wife in one way or the other. And not to leave the woman sweating all the time and doing all the work and everything. I believe that the woman is expected, the man, is expected to help her if he truly loves her. It's a way of expressing his love. It's a way of showing his love. It's a way of showing that he cares and he appreciates what she's doing. Hallelujah. Well, today, let's see. What kind of parent are you? That's the question I have today. What kind of parent are you? There are various kinds of parents. We see these days that parents don't even have the authority that which they had in those days. Parents can't direct their children. Maybe they're not there. They're working, chasing material things. They leave the children for the house girl or the nanny to bring up, and you find out that children are going haywire. They're going in the way which they're not supposed to go. And the Bible has told us to bring up our children in the way of the Lord, directing them, loving them, showing them the way, and guiding them. It's our responsibility as parents, not just the mother, not just the father, both parents. I mean, it took two of you to bring them to the world. So why would you leave the responsibility of bringing up the child for only the mother? It's not right. It takes two to bring them up. So what kind of a parent are you? We're going to take examples from Eli. If we see Eli, what kind of a parent was Eli? What kind of a parent was him? We can see that he mentored, Eli mentored Samuel. But how did Samuel turn out? How did his children turn out? Samuel mentored David. But how did David's children turn out? So I believe that as a parent, you should be a good mentor to your children, your biological children, your spiritual children, those that are around you. Maybe they live with you, your nieces, nephews, cousins. You're expected to be a good mentor. What kind of a parent are you? What kind of a parent are you? There are various types of parents. Number one, there are absentee parents. Absentee parents. Absentee parents are those that they're in politics, they're in business, they're career minded, they're pursuing one thing or the other, and they're never there. Yes, they provide everything the child needs. Yes, they provide the material things, but emotionally they're not there. Physically they're not there. And that's not the kind of parent that we should be as Christian parents. As Christians, we're not permitted to be like that. We should be involved in our child's life. We should be involved in our family. Not just the child, but the entire family as a whole. We shouldn't be too busy for our children. We should always have time for them. We should always have a family time, a time to discuss, a time to pray, a time to gather together and, find out what the child is into. Don't just leave the child to be on the internet the whole day long, 24 hours a day. It is very wrong. You should be interested in what your child is into. You should be interested in the studies of your child. Right now, we don't have physical classes, but we have online classes. You should be interested. What are you people doing? What are you learning? How are you understanding? Those are the duties of a parent. We shouldn't be absentee. We're parents, but it's like we're not there. That shouldn't be our case. More so as Christian parents, we shouldn't be too busy to look over things in our homes, in our family, with our children, with our husbands, with our wives. Some men are too busy for their homes. Some women are too busy for their homes. And before you know it, problem starts. I believe the Lord will help us as we go about it the right way. Make time for your family. Make time for your children. Make time for your wife. Make time for your husband. If you don't make time for your husband, before you know what's happening, he's looking outside. If you don't make time for your wife, before you know what's happening, she's looking outside. Or somebody else might be interested in her. And of course, women like people that pay attention to them. If you don't pay attention to your children, before you know what's happening, they get involved in all sorts of friends that they're not supposed to get involved with, and problem starts from there. Don't be an absentee parent. Another type of parents that we have these days are permissive parents. Are you a permissive parent? You're present, but you don't have authority over your child or over your children. You're present, but you cannot exercise your authority and discipline over your child. Whatever the child does, it's fine and good with you. Wherever the child is going, it's fine and good with you. That shouldn't be the case. We should be firm, but friendly. We should be firm, but gracious. We should be firm, but loving. You should be able to tell your child things to do and things not to do. What to permit and what not to permit. You shouldn't be a parent that everything goes. No, that's not parenting. And that's not love. That's one thing that most people try to misplace these days. We cannot differentiate the difference between love and discipline. Some parents become permissive all in the name of loving the child. It shouldn't be so. We shouldn't be permissive. We should be firm. Take your stand as a parent. Have authority over your child. The child should not have his or her way all the time. By doing that, it might not tell now, but later in the child's life, it will tell. And even in your life, because you will reap you reap the fruits which you are sowing. Another type of parenting, abusive parents. Are you an abusive parent? That's the third type of parent we have these days. Abusive parents. They use everything and everything to castigate. How do you discipline your child? It's very, very important. Do you discipline in love, or do you discipline in anger? Think about it. It's not everything that a child does that you hate, you express your anger or your annoyance on the. No. At times you have to take a breath, cool down, and correct that child in love. Teach that child. Perhaps the child doesn't even know. Teach the child. Let him or her know. No, it's not done like this. This is how it's done. This is how it's done. Don't be abusive. Don't hit the child at every given opportunity. Whether it is your child, whether it is your living help, whether it is your nephew or niece, or it might not be your biological child, but a child should be disciplined accordingly, not abusively. There's so many people that are abusing children these days, all in the name of discipline. That is very wrong. Discipline your child in the manner which the child will know that you're doing it out of love, not out of anger or out of hatred. Because some people have their helps that live with them, and they treat them with so much disdain as if they're not human beings. Correct in love when the need arises. The fourth type of parent, the participatory parent. Always participate in the lives of your children. Most men are guilty of this. They're not participatory. They're not there. They don't participate in the lives of their children. Everything the child needs is go to your mother. Everything the child needs, when the child comes to you as a father, it is go to your mother. Of course, what will happen? The child will be inclined more to the mother. And then tomorrow, in future, when the child is grown and is always asking, oh, mama, come here, visit me, holiday here, this, that. And what happens to the man? He gets neglected. Why? Because in the early days of life, you were not involved in the life of your child. Because it is like a seed that is being planted into that child. And the child is watching, the child is growing, the child knows what's going on. Be a participatory parent. In the relationships of your children, be participatory. I didn't say you should poke nose, but be participatory. Be concerned. What kind of friends do your children keep? Be concerned. The association of your friends, be concerned. Be part of it. Know what's going on. Know what they're watching on the TV. Know what they're going into on the internet. It's very necessary. In the educational life, you have to be participatory. You have to be there for them. Emotionally, you have to be there. Physically, you have to be there. Financially, you have to be there. It's your responsibility as a parent. It's not just bringing a child to this world that is the issue. It is parenting is heavy responsibility. It is hard work. And I believe that the grace of God is there for each and every one of us as parents. There are several things that we should be able to do for our children. We should pray for our children. Pray for them. Even before they are born, you pray for them. Pray for their finances, pray for their education, pray for their marriage, even when they are not married, before they get married. Pray for the kind of partner that they're going to get engaged to or get married to. Pray that they will not enter the homes where the name of the Lord is hated. There are so many issues that we should pray about concerning our children. We should be able to love our children. Love your children. Love them. Show them that you love them. Hug them. Embrace them. Love them and express it. Not just saying it, but you express it. Not just by buying material things for them, but show it, express it, say it. Love them. You're loving them doesn't mean you won't discipline them. In fact, you discipline them because you love them. Like the Bible says, God castigates the child that he loves. Know your child. You should be able to know your child. What is my child capable of doing? What is my child capable of saying? Where is my child capable of going? So even when somebody comes to tell you something from outside and say, your child is this, or your child did that, or said that, you say, no, it cannot be my child. Because of what you have planted in that child. Because you know to the extent to which your child can go. Or what he can say, or what he can do. It all depends on you. You are the mirror that your child is looking at. It is you that is planting the seed into your child. If your son wakes up tomorrow and he abuses his wife, it is your fault. It is the parents. It is you. How did you bring up that child? Or were you the man abusing your wife right in the presence of your son? He will pick it up from there and think it is right. Children are a reflection of the parents. Wherever they go, in whatever they do, whatever they say, whatever they do, however they behave, they are a reflection of the parents. What are you reflecting on your child? Do you know your child? We should know that every child is unique. The way you handle your first child is not the way you handle your second, third, or fourth child. Every child is unique in his own way. Know your child. Learn to know your child. Proverbs 22:6 says, train your children in the way of the Lord, and when they grow, they will not depart from it. But it says when they grow. That means it starts from childhood, from the cradle. You start training that child so that when they grow, they will not depart from it. Parenting is serious work. A lot of people don't think that it's work. They don't do their job anymore as parenting. But God will help us to bring up good children that will make up a better society, that will make up a better nation. Thank you very much. God bless you. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe this video. I'll see you some other time. Bye.